Hi and welcome to our channel. My name is Yulia and this is Dmitry.
Hello everyone.
We're discussing fragrances here, and if you enjoy this topic, make sure to subscribe to our channel.
Today we have a very special video for us. It's our top 10 favorite Chypre fragrances. And we would like to start with a description of what is Chypre means like. Yeah. Many people says that the first Chypre fragrance was created by François Coty in 1917. Yeah, and that was really an amazing Chypre fragrance. And after the Chypre fragrance from Coty was named the actual Chypre family. Yeah, and somewhere I saw or heard the information that even before Coty's Chypre, there was a Chypre fragrance by the house of Guerlain. So probably the first Chypre fragrance was created by Guerlain. Yeah. So nevertheless, we also would like to mention the main notes which are in classical Chypre fragrance. This is the citrus top. Mainly it's bergamot, and the heart is, or in the base, is labdanum, cistus labdanum, and a lot of oak moss in the base. Yep. Nowadays, oak moss, natural oak moss, is almost banned by IFRA in Europe. The concentration may contain only 0.01% of oils, and nowadays many companies substitute the oak moss, natural oak moss, with patchouli and vetiver combination, which gives almost the same effect like oak moss. It's also very green, earthy, like forest smell, like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And actually the Chypre is the island of Cyprus. Yeah, it's a very green island in Mediterranean Sea, so it's a second name of Chypre.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Okay, we would like to mention the fragrances which we have smelled, which are fantastic Chypre fragrances, but we just don't have them in our collection. And they are Angeliki by Angelos Creationos Olfactives. It's a brand from Greece. It's one of the best Chypre fragrances that I have ever smelled. Also, we don't have Guerlain Mitsuko. Yeah, almost in every Chypre list is included Guerlain Mitsuko.
Yes.
But we don't have a bottle. I have one fragrance that is quite similar to Mitsuko, but I like it much more.
Yes, and you will see it today.
It's in our list. Also, I highly recommend you to try Robert Piguet's Bandit. It's an amazing classical leather Chypre. Then Noir de Noir by Tom Ford. It's a beautiful fragrance with a lot of patchouli, rose. Then Roja Parfums, Oligarch or Isola Blue. It's a beautiful fruity Chypre. And we haven't tried these fragrances. It's Roja Parfums, his signature scent Roja from Hoyt Lux collection. Many people says that it's an amazing Chypre fragrance. We haven't tried it. Also, we haven't tried Rocha's Femme, Chypre de Coty, Christian Dior Miss Dior, Hermès Bellamy, Guerlain Derby. Two fragrances from Papillon is Salome and Dryad. I really would love to try them. And Etruscan Water by Francesca Bianchi. So I also would recommend you to try Chanel Cristal, Pour Monsieur, and number 19. These are beautiful green Chypre fragrances. And now we would like to show you the Chypre fragrances which we haven't included in our top 10.
Yes, one of those fragrances is Chypre du Nord by Bortnikov. It's a beautiful Chypre fragrance, but it didn't quite make it to our top 10 list. Then we have Petra by Musk Milano. It's also a beautiful fragrance, but it's more of an oriental spicy fragrance rather than Chypre.
And sweet.
And sweet. But it's got Chypre notes as well. Next would be Kintsugi by Musk Milano. We both adore this fragrance. It's really amazing. We love it. But we also thought that it doesn't smell quite as classical Chypre fragrance as the other fragrances that we have in our collection.
It doesn't have any notes like in classical Chypre fragrance, but to me it feels very green, like a modern Chypre.
Yeah.
I believe here is Violet Leaf Absolute, and it can give this Chypre feeling. I love it. It's fantastic.
The other fragrance here is Mousse Illuminée by Roja Perfumery.
It's an amazing oak moss fragrance. It has tons of oak moss. It's sweetened. It's an amazing, but I think it's like more fougere than Chypre.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I really want a bottle of this.
It's beautiful.
The next one is Knitze 10. I really like this one, but to me it's more like a leather fragrance. I think it's a leather Chypre to me, but it doesn't make the top 10. Also, we haven't included here Chypre Mousse by Oriza El Legrand. It's a very old fragrance, yeah, and nowadays it's smelling a little bit strange, maybe even.
The note that I don't like here the most is mushroom note, because I just hate the way mushrooms smell.
There are weird notes. There is soil, mushrooms, hummus, and so on. It's kind of difficult to wear it, you know. But it smells like forest, you know. If you like foresty Chypre fragrances, then give it a try. Maybe you'll love it. But we just don't quite like to wear it. Another fragrance is Musk Habib by Bortnikov. I think it's probably not a Chypre, but I get this Chypre feeling somehow. I don't know, because it has some elements from Chypre, like citruses, a lot of beautiful citruses in the top. It has a lot of musk, natural musk in the base, which is also one of the main ingredients in Chypre musks. And I think it's stunning. It also has oak moss.
Yeah, beautiful fragrance.
But it doesn't have labdanum. Also, we have not included Siberian Musk 3 by Areej Doré. It has beautiful Chypre opening, feeling in the first hour, but then it dries down to this hugely animalic musk. Here is natural musk. I think it's the most animalic musk that I have ever smelled in my life. Yeah, it's so huge. It's very loud, but it's quite hard to wear. You know, you have to have a balls to wear this fragrance. Absolutely.
Next fragrance is one of my absolute fragrances in this world. It's Memoir by Amouage. I love this fragrance, and actually it has all of the notes that a Chypre fragrance should have, but it's just, and it is like a Chypre oriental fragrance, but it comes across more of an oriental spicy fragrance to us rather than a Chypre in a classical way.
To me, it's also very green, dark green fragrance. That's why maybe it has this Chypre element to it.
I love this one.
The next fragrance, which is not in our top 10, is Richwood by the house of Sergov.
Beautiful.
Stunning fragrance. I love it so much. But it's a woody Chypre, yeah. But to me, it doesn't have oak moss in the notes, but it has a lot of patchouli. It has beautiful bergamot in the top, beautiful bright opening, an amazing rose. I love it, but the dry down is not this moss, is not a green smelling fragrance, but it's beautiful sandalwood. I believe here in my bottle it was Mysore sandalwood. I hope so. I smell the beautiful sandalwood in the base. Now they have removed it from the notes. I don't know why. The next fragrance, which we have not included in the top, is Gentleman by Sherwood Parfums. This is stunning. It's like it has all the Chypre notes here. It has a lot of notes, a lot of different notes. It smells very natural, but to me it's like a little bit more fougere, barbershopy smell than Chypre, but it has a lot of Chypre elements to it. It's like a fougere Chypre, yeah. Stunning, highly recommend if you can find it. I believe it was discontinued.
Yeah, it will be very hard to find it. Next one is Hachivat or Hajivat by Nicolai. I think a lot of people know this fragrance or have tried it, or maybe haven't have it in their collection. Of course, it's a Chypre fragrance, but we have one very similar fragrance to it already in our top 10. This is the main reason why we didn't include this fragrance. It's a beautiful Chypre fruity fragrance for your daily wear. A little bit heavy on oak moss, so maybe in summertime it might be a little bit heavy to wear. Oh no, I'm sorry. It might get heavier in colder months, but in the summer I highly recommend you to wear this fragrance because then it shines amazingly. My husband loves it, I love it, it's great.
And the next fragrance was on 11th spot.
Yes.
It just missed our top 10.
It's Amouage by Areej Doré. It's a great scent actually, and we were thinking maybe even to include it a little higher in our top, but then we've reorganized our top because, it's a very hard work when you have a lot of fragrances that you want to include and then you want to put them all in the right spot. Yeah. But all in all, we highly recommend this fragrance. It's a great Chypre fragrance. It smells really nice.
I think it smells like a true Chypre. Okay, our top 10.
Number 10 is, of course, Aventus by Creed. This is a very nice fragrance, and this is the reason why Hachivat didn't make it to our top, because actually they're very similar in
the opening, I would say, but the dry down is quite different.
Yeah. This is a more of a wearable fragrance throughout the year, and Hachivat is more of a summer fragrance to me because it's very heavy on oak moss. But
I think Aventus is more classy.
Yeah.
More suited for a gentleman. Yeah. I love to wear it more. Actually, that's why we have included here in the top, higher than Hachivat.
And actually, this is the fragrance that a lot of people all over the world love and wear daily.
And also, because it's very hyped, many people hate it.
Yes, as well. Same as with
unfortunately. But
many other
I really love this fragrance. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't hype it, but I love to wear it. You know.
And you can
what
see
you love, you love.
Yeah. So without many fragrances as Dmitry has, it's quite a big dent, I have to
It
say.
has a beautiful pineapple, birch smell in it. It has musks, it has oak moss, yeah. But I believe it doesn't have labdanum, but it's a fruity Chypre.
Yeah,
It's
very
a
nice.
beautiful fruity,
Yeah.
woody Chypre, I would say.
Pineapple is
Yeah.
amazing.
And the next in our top is number 9. It's Antaeus by Chanel. It's an iconic fragrance, you know, especially for men from 80s. I love it.
A lot of people say that it used to be quite much more animalic than it is right now.
Probably back in the day, yeah, but I haven't tried the vintage one. So I have what I have. It's a 2021 bottle, yeah. And I think Castoreum here is beautiful. It's a leather Chypre, yeah. And when I apply it, I get this beautiful Chypre feeling with this barbershoppy vibe, you know.
A very masculine scent.
Yeah, very masculine, very classy, very uplifting in the opening. Then it dries down to more darker. In the opening it's more bright and it dries down to very dark fragrance with a lot of leathery notes, a lot of Castoreum. It has some sweetness, but not too much. It's a beautiful fragrance. The next one is number 8, is Chypre-Siam by Roja Perfumery. It's an American brand, yeah, and it was inspired by a fragrance from François Coty called Chypre. I haven't smelled that one, but this one is amazing. To me, it's a true Chypre, and the note that stands out here is cafe lime, which Indians and Asian people use in their food, and it smells delicious, you know. It's an unusual citrusy smell.
Yeah.
It has a lot of oak moss in the base. It starts very bright and dries down to this dark foresty smell.
It also has a nice, a spicy, sweet smell to it as well.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
I highly recommend it to try it if you haven't yet. This is beautiful. Number 7 is French perfume by Patricia de Nicolai. It's called New York Intense. It's one of my absolute favorite fragrances to wear to work, to the office. I haven't left that much, I believe almost a half, yeah. And I regret buying a 30 ml bottle. I wish I bought 100 mils.
You always have a chance to buy more.
It's fantastic. It's like a Chypre and Fougère mixed together. It's very bright in the opening, but also at the same time it's very interesting. It has very beautiful herbs, some florals, but not too much. A lot of citruses, yeah. Very uplifting scent. It has this fizzy barbershoppy smell, and quite a few animalics here, which give this fragrance oomph and a lot of projection. It's, I think it's a 5-star fragrance. It's amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this fragrance as well.
The next one is number 6, and it's Puredistance M. The original one, number 03. Oh man, it's a leather Chypre.
Spicy goodness, spicy leathery Chypre goodness.
It's fantastic. Unfortunately, this one and the next one are discontinued. I was almost crying when they discontinued the second one, because I knew that they were discontinuing this one, and I bought it, and yeah, it was very sad news, because I love these two fragrances so much. I wear them a lot. It's beautiful. It starts with a lot of spiciness. Spices here are beautiful, different, and it has a lot of leather. It's quite powerful. It's dense, yeah. But then it becomes a little bit more airier. The lemon comes out. It becomes a little bit more sparkling, you know. And leather here is beautiful. It's like brown leather, very high quality. Actually, brand says that it smells like interior of Aston Martin, of James Bond's Aston Martin.
All right.
It's a classy, elegant scent for a gentleman, I would say. Yeah, it's fantastic. One of my absolute favorites. And the next one is number 5.
Number 5 is, of course, Fetish by Roja Parfums. Fetish Parfum pour Homme. And of course, if you have smelled both of these fragrances, Puredistance and this one, you would know that they're very, very similar.
Because they both were created by Roja Dove.
And he is the king of Chypre fragrances today. Because we have 3 fragrances from him.
I think not only today he's a king of Chypre fragrances, but overall, I think he's a master of Chypre fragrances.
So this fragrance is also spicy, leathery Chypre, but it's a little more fresh than Puredistance, in my opinion, and it's not as spicy. Like the spiciness in Puredistance is full on. It's like the main thing that's going on there.
Spices,
but here
and
it's
leather.
very, yeah. These scents are very, very similar.
But here is more lemon. It's more bright. It's more sunny, I would say. I don't know. It's more
kind of fresh.
It's
and,
more universal.
Yeah.
I wear this one all year round,
Yeah.
but Puredistance I wear more in colder weather. You know. This one is more bright. It has more citruses, especially lemon. Lemon here is amazing, and it's blended with a beautiful smokiness. The smokiness here is absolutely fantastic. The leather shines in this fragrance. It's absolutely gorgeous. These two are some of my absolute favorite leather fragrances, by the way. And it has all the Chypre elements. It has florals in the heart. It has oak moss in the base. It also has labdanum, resins, some beautiful spiciness, but not too much. Fantastic fragrance.
Next fragrance, number 4 in our top today, is Jubilation 25 by Amouage, and I love this fragrance. It's marketed for women, but I find it absolutely unisex.
It's eau de parfum.
Yes, it's not the straight version. It's eau de parfum, and it's absolutely amazing. It's like it's got this vibe, that celebration mode, you know, festivity, and it's like this classical Chypre together with oriental spiciness, you know, like it's beautiful.
I also love in this fragrance tarragon note.
Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous.
Nice. And
it has I believe
nice.
From spiciness it has cumin, yeah, and it's beautiful here. It starts more like a Chypre and dries down to more oriental base.
For people who love Chanel No. 5, I think you have to try
This
this one.
is much better.
I think you have to try this one. So yeah, very good.
We haven't smelled extrait, but some people say that it's even more extraordinary and better fragrance. But to us, it is just fantastic.
I could not even imagine something better than this. Like in the extrait version, to me, it almost smells like the extrait. I don't even know how extrait.
Yeah, I also have a bottle of this fragrance. I have 100 mils, I believe, yeah. And my juice is
a lot lighter.
Lighter, and it's not so deep and thick.
Yeah.
You know, but it smells quite similar.
Yeah, but your release was a lot later than mine.
Yes.
Mine was earlier, and who knows? Maybe they have reformulated it, maybe not. I cannot say anything about that, and I don't want to
think they have it reformulated a little bit.
Maybe.
Comparing yours to mine.
Yeah,
you know?
the smell differs. Yeah.
A little bit differs, and yours is more thicker.
Yeah. All right, next
I'm
one.
smelling the next one already.
It's one of our absolute favorites as well. It's Chypre-Palatin by MDCI. It's simply fantastic. I love this fragrance.
It's a smile and celebration in a bottle.
It's such a good mood fragrance. Every time I wear this fragrance, I feel so amazing, so and beautiful.
Feel alive.
Yes, you know? It's just the way it's playful, you know. Every time you sniff.
You know, I would say it's like the whole life in one bottle. You know. In terms of smell and feelings.
So beautiful.
It has everything in one bottle that I love in perfumery. It has Chypre elements, it has this oriental elements, a lot of amber smell.
Yes.
It starts with this sparkling, fizzy mandarin. A lot of exotic florals like a lush exotic garden with a huge amount of florals and greenery. Wow, it's just perfection and blended so well. I can't believe Bertrand Duchaufour did a masterpiece.
Yes, it's a masterpiece. I love it.
So fantastic. The next is
number two.
Number two and number one are quite similar in some aspects, you know. And number two is Russian Musk 2 by Areej Doré. I love this fragrance. It's one of my favorites from Areej Doré. And I think it's a true Chypre, animalic Chypre. It starts with a bright citruses, and the opening here is amazing. It smells so natural. By the way, it contains from 85 to 95, I believe, percent natural ingredients. Blending is so well. Perfumer is Russian Adam. He's well known in artisanal community, you know.
If you have watched a lot of our videos, then you know that we enjoy this house.
Bright citrusy opening with a lot of pine forest smells. In the opening very bright, and then it becomes darker and darker and darker, and the base is very dark, a lot of oak moss, a lot of beautiful natural musk. It's quite animalic here, but not as animalic as in Siberian Musk number 3. Here is just almost unwearable musk. Yeah, here it's on the right amount.
Yeah.
Overall, stunning. It's like a classical Chypre structure but with a huge amount of natural musk in the base. What can I say? I'm happy of owning this bottle because not many people owns it, and yeah, it's very hard to find. And number one is Diaghilev by Roja Parfums. So I will tell you straight away that I have worn these two fragrances side by side on one hand and the second one on another a lot of time, for many years, and they share a lot of similarities, you know, in terms of overall smell and the experience. This one has more natural opening. I love it more. Yeah, the citruses here and piney smell is absolutely fantastic. This fragrance is a true classical Chypre, Diaghilev. It was inspired by Guerlain Mitsuko. Yeah, that's why we don't have Mitsuko in our collection. I don't know. I don't feel a need to buy Mitsuko when I have 100 mils of Diaghilev, you know. I can see why. Why do I would buy it? Because I love this one much more. Fantastic citrusy opening with a lot of florals in the heart. It has all the Chypre elements. It has labdanum, resins, a lot of leather and oak moss in the base. It's very sensual and even sexy in the base, yeah. But it's not very animalic as Russian Musk too, yeah. It's on a good level.
Yeah, it's totally wearable.
In terms of animalics, yeah.
Totally unisex, totally wearable. Amazing.
It smells quite vintage, but also modern.
Yeah.
In terms of smell. Yeah, it's a beautiful creation. I love it. I think overall, from start to end, I think it's the best Chypre on the market.
Yeah.
But we love all these fragrances in our top.
Yes.
In our top 10.
They're all beautiful. And even the ones that are not in our top 10 today, they're also amazing.
Not every one of them, but almost all, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I think that's everything that we wanted to share with you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching us till the end. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please hit the notification bell, put a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments down below of your favorite Chypre fragrances. Maybe if you would make your own top 10, what would be your fragrances, and maybe they're similar to ours, maybe they're different to ours. Maybe you would have a suggestion to maybe put another fragrance that we didn't have here in our top 10. Let us know. And we, as always, appreciate your comments. It's amazing to read your descriptions of fragrances. You guys are an amazing community. You know so much about fragrances. We learn a lot from you as well. We enjoy, especially when you write long comments with details and explaining everything. It's so beautiful, and your positivity is just amazing. Thank you so much. All right then, thank you so much for watching us again, and we wish you an amazing day. Bye.
Thank you, bye.